Great day, everyone. It's your Kingdom Entrepreneurial AI Achievement Coach, Coach K. And this Saturday, July the 18th, 2023, I am going to be our Success Symposium speaker. And the reason for that is because we need to focus on Black Business Month this year, y'all. We got 13 days until Black Business Month begins on August 1st. And I need all of us to understand something this morning, that this Black Business Month cannot be like last year. All right, we need a lot more than posting flyers, sharing a few inspirational quotes, tagging a few businesses, buying a meal from a Black restaurant, then going back to business as usual on September the 1st. Not this year. Not after what just happened. Not after the internet, as we understand it for the past 25 years, fundamentally shifted. And nobody said a thing. May 19th, 2026, Google announced a transformation that changed the way businesses will forever be found, understood, compared, and forever recommended online. Search is no longer about the digital game of Scrabble, where we used to stuff those disjointing words into our ads, into our social media. You know, the AdWords, the keywords. It's no longer about chasing the blue links. No longer about putting a whole bunch of words on a scrolling list. We've officially entered the age of generative engine optimization, the age of artificial intelligence search, reasoning agents, artificial intelligence systems that can identify a need, possible solutions, that compares businesses and then makes a recommendation of one. And from where I sit, which matters in the entrepreneurial development space, I hadn't heard not now one chamber of commerce, not one business association, not one traditional community institution sound the alarm loud enough to our small businesses about the magnitude of what just happened. The most significant transformation and online business discovery in our generation just went down. And too many of our businesses hadn't heard not near mumbling word. They hadn't been trained, hadn't been prepared, hadn't been positioned, hadn't even been told to become AI readable. And many of the institutions that claim to represent them still ain't said a word. So let me make this plain. Well, we already know, them folk not coming to save us. They're not coming to rescue our businesses. They're not coming to preserve our stories. They're not coming to identify our information. They're not coming to teach our elders how to understand and or practically apply and utilize artificial intelligence. They sure enough not coming to create meaningful opportunities for our young people. And they're not coming to make sure that the businesses that survived COVID, survived this AI recommendation economy transformation. We gotta save ourselves. We gotta organize our businesses. We gotta identify our businesses. We gotta update our businesses. We gotta teach our businesses. We gotta showcase our businesses. We gotta support our businesses. And most importantly, we got to build stronger businesses. Black Business Month cannot only be about celebrating businesses that are already visible, y'all. It's got to be about the least of these, finding the businesses that have been forgotten or think they have. Helping the businesses that don't even have websites. It's got to be about helping businesses whose information hasn't been updated in the past 10, 15, 20 years. It's about helping businesses, our businesses, communicate their value clearly. It's about preserving the wisdom of our elders. It's about helping our young people transform their technical knowledge into practical experience, income, and opportunity. It's about connecting businesses across cities, congregations, industries, and generations. Black Business Month has to become a period of business development, business education, business identification, business restoration, business registration, business showcasing, business purchasing, business referrals, business collaboration. Let me preach to y'all this Sabbath afternoon. Let me powerfully, prophetically teach you in the wisdom of our ancestors and the power of our God. Black Business Month got to be about building business. Somebody said, "Yup, they go to Goosebumps." It's why I'm announcing the Georgia Kingdom Business Cluster this Sabbath afternoon. It's why I'm beginning this statewide personal call blitz. It's why we've identified this moment at the digital resurrection of Progress Plaza. We started creating directories 20 years ago, y'all. 2007. Y'all remember it? I ain't on here this Saturday morning talking to y'all about creating another business directory, another physical or online list of naps. Name, addresses, and phone numbers if y'all ain't up on lingo. That's going to sit in the church office. Say another online list that nobody updates, nobody maintains, and no intelligent system can understand. This is not about another temporary campaign that gets announced, photographed, celebrated for a few weeks and then forgotten. This is a fulfillment of a promise. When we were creating the church and community business directories in 2007, the vision that God gave was never to leave every congregation isolated in its own bubble. The vision was to connect the directories, connect the congregations, connect the churches, connect the entrepreneurs, connect the customers, connect the product, connect the services, connect the ministries, connect God's people within the kingdom community, connect the elders who possess decades of wisdom with the young people who are being prepared to inherit a completely different technological world. No, beloved, the paper directory was never the final destination. The paper directory was the first step toward building a bigger network. 2007 to COVID, we did 403 paper directories, registered 48,000 community businesses, nonprofits, and ministries. But Georgia, from 2007, from the time that William Herbert Gray and Joseph Lawrence Roberts brokered that deal with that little printing press down there in Villa Rica, till 2015, when both of them have ascended, we created 46 church and community business directories inside of the state of Georgia. We represented about 8,200 businesses, nonprofits, and ministries. Those are more than names in a database. Those are 8,200 dreams, 8,200 families, 8,200 stories, 8,200 bodies of knowledge, 8,200 possible employers, mentors, vendors, sponsors, instructors, community resources. And I gave my word that one day, beyond the non-competes, one day, beyond the non-disclosures, I's gonna be back. Guess what? I'm back. And over the next several weeks, I'm personally calling the networks. They not directories. The networks that our students hadn't reached yet. They got 29 left. I just dialed through Linked Up Church. That was fun. Cause many of them records, y'all more than just names and numbers. You ain't finna get no friggin' email from me. In this high-tech world, some folk deserve a personal touch, a human voice, a relationship check. Somebody to pick up the phone, call you up, say, hey, you still open? You still accepting customers? Obviously, you still got the same phone number. You still got the same address? What products and services are you providing today? Who are you serving today? What problem is the business solving today? What you done learned over the past few years? I know you got some good stories. Which ones you want to give to the next generation? Can I be used by God to help make your business more AI readable? Help reintroduce your business to the wider community. You still here? Can we celebrate your success? Get you reconnected with businesses and potential customers all across the steps, the state. The steps. I'm excited about your success. Let's get you beyond just the congregation, introduce you to the rest of the state and the world. You're not no random prospects. You ain't no cold needs. You're people that God used me to make a prophetic promise to. Part of our history. Part of our entrepreneurial infrastructure. And I'm coming back. I want to see who survived. I want to see who's still building. I want to see who's ready to get reconnected. That was the plan. Then you know God's ways above our ways. You know His thoughts above our thoughts. COVID. That beyond my pay grade, y'all. Business went from brick and mortar to click and order. You remember? Businesses that had thrived for 10, 15, 20 years found themselves operating inside of a marketplace ain't nobody told them was coming or prepared them to enter. The long established reputation that you got wasn't enough. The hard work that you put in to establish them relationships weren't enough. Being known inside of your congregation, your immediate community wasn't enough. Having a phone number inside of the printed directory wasn't enough. The marketplace moved online, and thousands of our businesses were left behind. Many of them didn't have websites. Many of them didn't really understand updating their digital profiles. Many of them didn't have them. Many of them had been taught search engine optimization, search engine marketing, social media marketing, e-commerce, digital publishing, now generative engine optimization, artificial intelligence. These are quality businesses. These businesses did not lack value. They merely lack the digital language and digital infrastructure necessary to communicate their existing value to a changing marketplace. Let me put some language on it this Sabbath morning. You're experienced, but you became digitally invisible. Respected, but difficult to digitally discover. Trusted by the people who knew you, but unknown to the people who need you in your business. Now, here go the artificial intelligence thing. Creating even more, greater challenges. They made the machine the gatekeeper of the coin. People do business with who they know, like, and trust. In the old internet, was all about search engine optimization, how you ranked online. Folk went online, looked you up amongst all the other folk. Well, them days over. Folk don't want a bunch of choices. They want the answer. And now these AI recommendation agents, Chat GPT, Claude, Perplexity, Gemini, whichever one tickle your fancy, they're recommending a business. Artificial intelligence, these agents can't recommend a business they can't identify. Can't recommend a business they can't understand. Can't recommend a business whose information is outdated, incomplete, unclear. AI can't communicate the authority of an elder business owner if that elder business owner's knowledge and depth of practical experience and story haven't properly been translated into language that the machine can understand. That's why this back to school blitz, that's why this August 2026 Black Business Month is urgent. All hands on deck. Because when these big corporations in the past 4 years, because Google shifted its small business platform from Google Business Profile from Google My Business to Google Business Profile in November 2021. We all seen Donald Trump and Elon Musk and the White House, seen them big corporations sucking and jiving. Longest federal shutdown in American history. Let you out just in time for Cyber or Black Friday, Cyber Monday, biggest retail season. May 30th or 19th, 2026. Google, 800-pound gorilla of information dissemination. The trendsetter announces it's not a search engine, it's an AI recommendation agent. Right before the U.S. hosted FIFA games, millions of people that came through your city, came through your state, came through your nation, and shifted the algorithms you say don't love you like they used to. They don't look for not just soccer, entertainment near them, food near them, and 85 to 90% of our businesses weren't told this shift took place. In essence, they really had their digital lights turned off. They got evicted from the digital marketplace, and nobody even sent them a notice. Hello, I'm trying to give you some notice. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? But God, He always show up and show out, don't He? In ways above our ways and thoughts above our thoughts. What the devil meant for bad, God has flipped for good. Can you imagine why our businesses were growing older? The teenagers we first served, they was growing up. You know, when we launched the Directory Initiative in 2007, we were launching the Success for Teens initiative in the high schools in the same communities that we were building them directories in. Teenagers grew, businesses grew, the assignment matured. Our students began studying entrepreneurship, search engine optimization, search engine marketing, social media marketing, digital publishing, generative engine optimization. 2007, we lost our founder of Urban Success University, the Yolkmeister. Under her leadership, the students were creative artists. Under my leadership, they're AI artisans. I call them geniuses, little baby girl geniuses. They prove it every single day. Every day they come to me, showing me some way they can use AI to develop business systems and guess what? Guess what? Guess what? They got the technology, and our businesses got the wisdom. Mm-hmm. Our students, they got this technological knowledge. See, I had to get beyond my non-compete and my non-disclosure to talk to y'all. But if I'm talking to them, it's ministry. Oh, they know this. My geniuses, they can use this AI to do everything you need done. Walk on water, glow in the dark. Just do it in the bathroom where Dean K can't see. You know what they need? Real world case studies. The old church, the old preacher would say, hello, somebody. They need to establish their portfolios. They need customers. They need mentors. They need some back to school income. Okay? They need businesses where they can apply the skills that they've developed. And many of our babies, my Virginians, okay, they was in the 6th grade when I walked them into Coretta Scott in 2007. I was talking to one. They 32. I know, they grow up so fast. Okay. And these amazing young women, they need an honorable way to possibly perpetuate some income. And so the answer to me seems like a no-brainer. It get God so much glory, get y'all a bag. Let me define a no-brainer. It's where you open your head, take your brain out, close your head, and it makes so much sense. It almost guaranteed to make you and them some dollars later. We bring the generations together. Allow the students to update the businesses. Allow the elders to share their stories, their business wisdom with the students. Allow the students to use the businesses to develop their practical case studies. Allow the students to use the modern technology to preserve, strengthen, promote the enterprises in their communities that came before them. Intergenerational entrepreneurial revival this fall semester at Urban Success University. Hey, y'all. The elders, they shouldn't be discarded just because technology changed. And our youth should not be sent into the future disconnected from the wisdom, the sacrifice, and experience of those who built before them. Our elder business owners, they understand marketplace survival. They understand customer acquisition. They understand establishing relationship, and they understand elder negotiation. They understand service, loyalty, divine discipline, root word of discipleship, and what it means to survive and launch and expand and grow and develop their business without a safety net. Our young people need to understand that. And our young people, they understand the emerging technology. They understand the digital communication. They understand the artificial intelligence tools. They understand the online publishing, the content creation, and the changing digital consumer behavior. Each generation possessing something the other generation needs. Gone are the days of, I need some young people. No, we need each other. The wisdom of the elders meets the technology of the youth. Experience meets innovation. Legacy meets artificial intelligence. Business becomes ministry. Yeah. Let me deal with that. Let me hop on my soapbox for just a moment. In the power of the hood, Holy Ghost, if you don't mind. I'm teaching, so it don't matter if you mind or not. I love you almost as much as the Father on behalf of the Father. But let's talk about what business as a ministry really means. Because business as a ministry does not mean using God as a marketing gimmick. Business as ministry means using enterprise to serve people. Means solving real problems. Means creating real jobs. Means helping families generate real income. Means helping develop real young people. Means preserving dignity. Means transferring knowledge. Means helping an elder preserve a lifetime of wisdom. Means helping a mother, an elder one or a younger single one, transform her God-given gift into a sustainable income then enterprise. Means helping a young person understand that technology can be used for more than entertainment. Technology can be used to build a community, a social enterprise, a social entrepreneurial enterprise ministry uses business tools to accomplish a kingdom ministry mission. Perpetuated revenue is not the enemy of ministry. Properly directed revenue can fuel and finance a ministry. A profitable kingdom community business, it can employ a teenager, it can support a family, it can support a school, it can fund a program, can mentor a younger entrepreneur, can purchase from another local business, can keep our dollar circulating and circulating and circulating in our community. I don't know about your definition. They go to Goosebumps. Yeah. My helper has engaged. To me, that's good news. Yeah, we done got into the space that God needs us to get into. We got 44 days to my 40-year anniversary, and I want to be myself in God. Would you mind? Thank you. The gospel. Of our God. Is not only what we say from the pulpit. The gospel, the good news, is helping a person understand the technology required to keep their business alive. The good news is access to knowledge. The good news is using technology to provide resources in under-resourced areas. The good news is relevant entrepreneurial education. In urban cities and rural highways and byways. The good news is infrastructure. The good news is helping a valuable business move from invisible to discoverable. The good news as I was entrusted to give it is helping a person transform their gift into a product a service, a nonprofit, a ministry, and or an enterprise. And helping them see that God gave them that gift to be transformed into that product, that service, that ministry, that nonprofit, that enterprise, for it to be a community asset of His, used in the life of His people. Ministry, as I was taught, I can't talk about everybody else. I can't be everybody else. I'm telling you what God got me chasing this Saturday. Let me make it plain. Ministry got a fourfold formula. We take the resources of God. We use them to help somebody and get God glory from the story. We take the resources of God through the hands and the feet of the people of God in a way that meets the needs of the people of God, in a way that gets God glory. I don't know what we got going on out here, but it ain't ministry as I was told. So we find something on the earth, for the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. We are all the children of God. Not prophetic parents of God. That would be intellectually blasphemous. We are children of God. Don't despise the chastising of the Lord, for the one that He chastises is the one He loves. Jesus Himself says in John 15, I'm the vine. My Father is the vine dresser, the gardener. The gardener isn't kicking it in the building, y'all. The gardener works in the garden. The gardener builds in the garden. The gardener molds in the garden. The gardener plants in the garden. Jesus says, I'm the vine, my Father is the vine dresser. No tree can bear fruit unless it abides, unless it stays connected. There she go, unless it stays yoked up. With me. Then he talks about the pruning that you've watched me experience, right? Don't see my eyeballs getting sweaty and mistake the power of my praise. I'm Baptist College Closure. Mama Grace raised me, but her North Philly prayer partner is Evangelist Winifred Morris. Let me correct the record. I'm a Zion Baptist Church, Mount Airy Church of God, Red Cray baby. I've grown up. I'm a little dignified now. I don't need to have the emotional response of running around the sanctuary. God didn't tell you to do that. Didn't tell you to fall on your knees when the prophet poured some oil in. Jesus said, if you love me, you'll keep my commandment. I'm just keeping the commandment that I was given. Be 44 days, y'all. August 31st, 2026, my 8th birthday. Mama Grace gave Sully to give me that little piece of paper. I talked to Bishop Morris one day. Boy, that was a race. You were never gonna get ordained. Never gonna get ordained. Never gonna ordained. But my Morris and Mama Grace, amazing Grace, gave her the paper because she was leaving. Sully could, you know what I'm talking about? He was unorthodox enough to do it. Licensed me. give good news to the least of these. 40 years ago, can you? I'm transparent. I be reading the journals of the great men of God let me learn from. And I wrote this. I wrote this right before we were doing the Holy Land trips. In 2017, right? And I was right after Miles Monroe died. There you go, right there. Y'all see the Holy Land was here? In 2017, we went to the Cuba cruise, and we went to the Passion Parade. That's why I'm kicking it with Donald Bradley and Planet Market. Like, that's why you hang out with Daniel? What? So let me end this thing Holy Land. Listen to me. I wrote this note with Mark Hamby and Chief Apostle Thomas Wesley Weeks. I said, I believe that unless I believe, I won't understand. I don't seek to understand, so I believe. I believe so I can understand. And now I'm starting to understand more clearly. Look at the mom in the comment talking about take your time, baby. Don't worry, I am. And thank you so very much for that encouragement in the comment section. Listen, I understand more clearly that the gospel must reach the economic life of God's people. It's got to reach their businesses. It's got to reach their children, got to reach their technology, got to reach their playgrounds, their classrooms, and their boardrooms. Got to reach their ability to participate meaningfully in the marketplace. Yeah, I'm him. Baby lion of Zion of this generation. Little one running around Zion Baptist Church under Sully, Reverend Dr. Leon Howard Sullivan, passed like a baton over Temple from Mama Gray to the Dash. Andrea Dash Gray. Y'all, what y'all know about Computer for Kids? That's Miss Mama IBM in the marketplace. I'm the prophetic point guard at a Bright Hope Baptist Church ball court. Herbie, William Herbert Gray, he might have been your pastor, your prophetic patriarch, might have been your black whip of Congress. Left all that political buffoonery on Christine King Ferris's birthday, September 11th, 1991, in order and salute to that covenant he got with Daddy King about his daughters, and in order to chair the United Negro College Fund, he might have been your chairman. He was my crossover coach. Yeah, I tried to told y'all the pandemic wasn't a crisis, it was a crossover. Welcome to the other side. Yeah, he put me under watch care. What, niggas, you giving me away? Herbie, Sully left. That's how, with watch care. What is that? Joseph Lawrence Roberts and Deacon Marvin Brinson. Oh, yeah. Last son, Heritage. Make sure you make a distinction. Okay. Heritage Sanctuary, the historic Ebenezer Baptist Church under Mr. Chicago, Jersey Joe. I'm popping my shit this Sabbath. Excuse me, mama. But that's how we communicate. Yeah. The one God used to build the Horizon Sanctuary. My spiritual fathers didn't just teach me how to preach. I've been preaching since I was 6. Got licensed when I was 8. I've been asking God, what you doing? Tell me like this, like this. He said, boy, I don't need you to preach the word. You've been doing this since you was a jit. So I need you to become the word. Those goats are the gospel. They took me up to 3340 Peachtree, Buckhead, Sundress Capital. Placed me behind the curtain of Fran Tarkenton's entrepreneurial development technological curtain. What? Go small biz? What? 1999, 2021, I watched 480,000 small businesses come through that ecosystem. I was exposed to technology, systems, education, entrepreneurial development infrastructure, and most folk don't even know exists. Learned that businesses need a whole lot more than inspiration. We need systems. It's an acronym. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. How many folk want to save themselves stress, time, energy, and money? We need technology. They need language. They need training. They need customers. They need referrals. They need documented operating procedures. They need access to information that's normally kept behind the corporate curtain, kept away from them. And I spent my life absorbing that information under the instruction of Sully. And I'm committed to giving it away to my folk. Ain't that some good news? Yeah. Businesses that register, they're going to get access to the principles, the skill sets, the philosophies, the disciplines, the resources, including my personally 101 Kingdom business prompts. These prompts been designed personally, intentionally, to move a person from an undeveloped business idea to a friggin' complete Kingdom business operating system, from the Flintstones to the Jetsons, like that. The kind of information that most of our folk never get accessibility to. No longer is it to be held in corporate boardrooms. It belongs circulating through our community. Like, how in the world did you get here, boy? Our mamas. The Bible says that when you entertain certain people, they be angels of God. He talking about Amazing Grace Bank Sullivan, talking about evangelist Winifred Morris, talking about Mary and Grace Gundy, talking about Andrea the Dash Gray, talking about Cynthia Dolores Noddish Tucker, talking about her bestie Rosa Louise Macaulay Parks, talking about Edith Scott Bagley, her friggin' little sister, the Yoke Meister, Coretta Scott King, Yolanda Denise King's mama. Yeah, these women positioned me. They chose me. I'm not a King Center kid. I don't know what the frick they did to that youth department, other than the fact that on January 17th, 1994, Coretta's first day of service, the next day, that big monetizing Martin machine that y'all look at, King Inc., that ran Martin Luther King III and little Yolanda, Coretta Scott King's granddaughter, off the King Center. What was that? January the 5th, 2012, right after Edith Scott Bagley had shut her eyes. The one that Bernice is the head and talking head of. King Inc. They sold their youth department. Broke Coretta's heart. January 18th, 1994. Fact check. It took the staff from the King Center to 71 and to 14. I was chosen in the middle of that by the Yoke Meister to help her rebuild her youth and creative arts department. I was chosen by Coretta, Edith, and Cynthia, the founders of the Martin Luther King Jr. and Center and Association, as their head little youth leader. I'm only 15 years old back then. Knock it the frick off. Right? To help rebuild what them kids crushed for a coin. So don't ever look for me to tap out with their coin. That's not. Listen, 2007 King Holiday. After her mama was gone, all the pressure, they tried to have Sambo, Shannon, their little public relations PR specialist, introduce her. She froze the King Holiday. Made me introduce her. We ain't had no idea that would be her last public performance. It been 20 years, Bernice. When you gonna get the kids that tape? Like, what is it about my prophetic big sister's last public performance so intimidation to your monetization? I mean, what the fuck is it? Damn, player tape for her students, for your mama students, for Edith students. Damn, y'all done turned my creative arts department into a fucking cult. Don't you miss hearing about when your mama was alive and Edith was alive and Yoka was alive and it was overflowing with kids? Not a ghost town. Good googly, man. Oh, no. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Anyway, listen, the assignment didn't die with a tape, USU. I need y'all to understand that because I understand how devastating this shit has been for y'all. Me too. Okay? The assignment didn't close when the doors got locked, didn't close when the leadership of the institution changed. The assignment didn't die when people decided they can control, contain, and erase the work of our mothers. Urban Success University, as envisioned by Yolanda Denise King, has always been an independent voice for our urban youth that could not be corporately or politically controlled. And we believe it's a faithful continuation of the work our mothers entrusted to us for our women and our children. And I've invested my life savings, my time, energy, and resources into supporting y'all, women and children of our communities, and my brothers that's tapped into this kingdom work to help build what's now the kingdom marketplace. I didn't do it because I had all the coin. I did it because I believe in what Urban Success University represents. It's the ministry that God placed on my heart. I believe in our young people. I believe in our businesses. I believe in the apostolic assignment that God placed on my life. Can you tell? I believe in God. I believe God. I believe that God can use each business as an instrument of ministry, each business an instrument of restoration, each business is an instrument of community rebuilding. Now, yeah, we done had some opposition. It didn't cancel the assignment, it apostolically affirmed it. Yeah, we had closed doors. Yeah, we had disappointments. Yeah, we had institutions that didn't understand the vision that God gave us. There have been moments when our students prepared to serve only to discover that the anticipated opportunity they had been looking forward to was snatched away. 2024, door closed. 2025, door closed. 2026, our students believed the major opportunity was opening. Last minute, door closed. Look, the holy hood ghost of God ministers in all truth. Y'all want the truth? There's a political, pastoral, corporate, can we just call it an energy, that's more comfortable controlling entrepreneurial development from the top down than allowing it to rise from the bottom up. But we serve a God who loved us so much, put all that stuff from the top to the side and came low to serve. That's what I'm finna do. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing. So understand that the opposition doesn't mean the assignment is wrong. Sometimes I need each and every single one of you under the sound of my voice to understand that the opposition reveals how necessary the assignment truly is. Jesus teaches us, excuse me, in John the 15th chapter, that the branch bearing fruit is pruned for no other reason than to prepare it to bear more fruit. So yeah, I've been pruned. I've been hidden. I've taken some hits, y'all. But look at my smile. Look at my smile. The joy I got. World ain't get this to me. And it sure enough can't take it away. I've remained it. I've remained. Y'all see me stuttering and stammering. I remain committed to the covenant. When selling out would have been a whole lot easier, let me tell y'all. I watch people continue building while institutions' doors remain closed. But this morning, I don't want the attention centered on what I've endured. I want the attention centered on what God has preserved. God preserved us. He preserved the students. He preserved the vision. He preserved the relationships. He preserved the entrepreneurial knowledge. He preserved the assignment. He preserved the businesses that he used me to promise he was going to send me back. Guess what? Through his grace, I'm back. What looked delayed was really just being divinely developed. What looked buried, I told you the gardener, it was just planted. What looked rejected was redirected. This is, I told y'all, the resurrection. Paul said in the 3rd chapter of Philippians, I want to know Jesus and the power of his fellowship and suffering under death. You ain't worried. You ain't ready for that. I wanted the power of his resurrection. You can't learn the power of the resurrection unless some things die. The old internet dead, y'all. God reset the internet. I'm trying to tell you. November 2021. Google started it, went from Google My Business to Google Business Profiles. Marketplace was already shifting away from simple directories towards structured digital business identities. Then came May 19th, 2026. Internet, as we understand it, fundamentally reshifted. Search, now artificially intelligent. AI agents becoming more capable of finding business information, comparing choices, making recommendations, taking action. The old directory era is over. It doesn't matter whether the directory is on paper or online. A list is still just a list. An artificial intelligent agent is not merely searching for another list. It's searching for understandable information. Searching for identity, searching for relevance, searching for location, searching for authorization, searching for authority, searching for trust, looking for a clearer explanation of who a business serves, what the business provides, where the business operates, and why the business should be recommended in the first place. That's why we built the Kingdom Marketplace. It's the world's first AI-powered generative engine optimized entrepreneurial ecosystem. AI-powered Kingdom Business Referral Network. Each profile, even the free ones, its own individual webpage. What you say you ain't got no webpage? You got one now. Each profile designed to become an AI-readable, trust-establishing business asset. A business may not have a traditional website, but it can still have a hosted digital business identity. Thank him. I'm making myself no reputation. Its profile can contain who the business is, what it provides, who it serves, where it operates, the problem it solves, the experience it possesses, why it should be trusted, what product, service, events, knowledge, and community value it brings to our marketplace. That's what AI smart matching was designed to accomplish. Does so much more, oversimplification by far, but it doesn't invent credibility. It helps extract, organize, clarify, and communicate a business's credibility that already exists into language that's more AI readable, understandable, discoverable, referable, and increasingly positions the business that becomes more recommendable in the AI-driven marketplace. Yeah, digital resurrection of Progress Plaza, yes it is. Reverend Leon Howard Sullivan didn't merely preach economic self-sufficiency. He built structures through which people could practice it. Progress Plaza represented business ownership, represented employment, represented entrepreneurship, represented training, represented community investment and reinvestment, and collective economic participation, working inside one physical ecosystem. The Kingdom Marketplace represents the digital resurrection of those paramount prophetic principles. Progress Plaza provided physical storefronts. The Kingdom Marketplace provides digital storefronts. Progress Plaza connected businesses inside one physical commercial center. The Kingdom Marketplace, nationwide, global, we digital, pre-launching in Georgia via the Georgia Kingdom Business Cluster. Oh, we connect businesses in all the individual cities that we establish directories in. We connect our folk. Atlanta, Marietta, Augusta, Columbus, Macon, Savannah, Albany, Athens, rural Georgia, and every freaking community in between. Now, Thanks be to God, a business in Atlanta can connect with a business in Columbus. A professional in Savannah can establish a referral relationship with a company in Augusta. A congregation in Macon can locate a vendor in Albany. Yeah, a student can discover a mentor. A business can identify a supplier. I ain't do this, God did. A family can intentionally redirect its purchasing power toward one of our community businesses. This not one building on one street. This is a connected, statewide, AI-powered generative engine optimized entrepreneurial ecosystem powered prophetically by God's people, their purpose, their information, technology, and centered on kingdom reciprocity. The digital resurrection of Progress Plaza. Listen to me. We don't, I wish heaven had visiting hours. I want to pop my shit to KJ. I want to thank the Yokemeister for this springboard. I want to thank the opposition for being used by God. I want to ask our mamas how they knew. As the last son of his deaths, in the spirit of Daddy King, I want to make something plain. This is not Martin Luther King Jr. versus Leon Howard Sullivan. This is not one organization competing against another organization. This is not creating another person who claims to possess every answer. There's no single black boss of Black America. There ain't no damn single boss of Black America then. Ain't no damn single boss of Black America now. There are gifts amongst all of us as a people of God. Somebody got a product, somebody got a service, somebody got a ministry, somebody else got capital, somebody got technology, somebody got a building, somebody got a customer base, somebody got a body of knowledge. Somebody has survived long enough to teach the rest of us what not to do. Shout out to Reverend Silly, Reverend Dr. Albert Paul Brinson, right? Somebody has an idea that could transform a neighborhood. Somebody has access to a classroom filled with young people this summer, waiting for a reason to continue to live, waiting for a reason to believe that their gifts matter. And the answer isn't another self-perpetuated throne for one of us to sit on. Lord, help us. The answer is a new table. A table where an elder and a student are equally respected participants. A table where the pastor doesn't control the entrepreneur, and a table where the entrepreneur doesn't attempt to exploit the student. A table where our women and youth are actively invited to lead, not merely decorate somebody else's shallow vision. A table where every person feels welcome. To contribute their gift. Table where every person can retain their dignity. And every person can participate. There it is. In the rebuilding of our community. Hey, listen, man, let me tell you, I ain't got every answer. Excuse me for putting it like this. I'm just a professional fuck up. It's okay to do something right. Right? It's okay to do it wrong. The key is not to stay there, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. We were all children crawling, and we saw somebody else walking. We said, if they can do it, I can do it. And we took a step and we fell, and we took a step and we fell, and we took a step and we fell. I'm going to keep failing till I get it right. That's my commitment. I'm going to stay faithful. I'm going to keep pursuing what he showed me. Because if I'm transparent, nothing else is ever going to fulfill me. And I'm going to be transparent to you. I ain't got every answer. You, each one of you, has insight I don't have. You possess a gift this entire network needs. But until we create a table where everyone can be represented, respected, heard, a table where real rebuilding can take place, then real rebuilding will never take place. Founder of Urban Success University, Daddy, Martin Luther King Jr. left us with a profound question. Where are we going from here, y'all? Chaos or community? We done had enough colonizer-controlled chaos. When we gonna get back to building the kingdom community? Where is it? I've been looking. Our elders been looking. Our kids been looking. Where is our statewide small business community? You seen it? Georgia. Georgia calls itself a leading state for entrepreneurship, right? I'm looking. You looking. Atlanta, peace up. A-Town down. Black business mecca, right? Hey. But on this side of COVID, though, where's the shared digital infrastructure that's connecting our businesses, that's connecting our urban professionals, connecting our churches, connecting our students, connecting our products, connecting our service, connecting our events, connecting our resources? Where's the one we own? You know, we in this government fight, it just went on small business. And look how these two superpowers playing with a black business profitability and our emotional intelligence. Like, 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 oh boy, walk up in a black business, buy a plate. Folk always take pictures. Then he post a picture. Then Keisha, you attacking a black business. You ain't commenting. You like, come on, shorty. You showing us. Them folk ain't coming for us. We gotta come for ourselves. So I'm asking the hard questions. Where's the place we can find one another? Beyond the political pastoral control they got going on in their cliques. Where's the place we can refer one another? Where's the place we can purchase from one another? Where's the place where our businesses can tell their complete real stories? Where's the place where our students can practice what they've been learning? Where's the place where our elders can transfer their knowledge before their knowledge digitally disappears? Where? I'm looking for. Send me to Addie, please. Where's the place where our churches, our nonprofits, our schools, our community organizations can locate each other? Where can they locate the vendors, sponsors, professionals, collaborative partners? We built it. Let me give you the Addy. www.thekingdommarketplace.com. We over the boycotts. Sullivan gave Martin Luther King Jr. select patronage. Okay? I saw Sully tell me in front of Amazing Grace and Auntie Corey. So that's Martin Luther King Jr. wife and Leon Howard Sullivan and Amazing Grace, my spiritual parents. I believe I know the truth. Okay? ML did not rewrite select patronage in Operation Breadbasket. Leave Bernice out of it. She was 5 when her daddy died. She don't really know, you know what I mean? Nothing but what the folk done told her that go along with the bag. All right? Period. Okay? And a boycott don't do nothing for us. We over it. We over it. We had enough. Okay? All right? All right? Because boycotting without a plan is nothingness. Don't you go for the banana in the tailpipe. Since when is economic withdrawal alone an economic and entrepreneurial development strategy? We can't only tell people where not to spend their money. We must identify where that money, where that patronage, where that economic power should be redirected. Difference between them trying to get the bread in a basket and select patronage. Select patronage is the disciplined use of our collective purchasing power. It's what W.E.B. Du Bois centered on in the Negro in business over 100 years ago, y'all. When Du Bois said, and I quote, nothing, that's zero, zip, nada. Du Bois said nothing positive can ever take place in a community that fails to recirculate its dollar. It's impossible for us to recirculate our dollar in a community when we don't know who the businesses in our community are. So the first step in select patronage is getting everybody in one place. Thinking the marketplace? We're going to have a rebrand. It is a marketplace. What you do in the marketplace? Go shop. Where a pop-up at? Oh, put it on the calendar so we can pull up. Make sure you use your QR code and print it on your label So after I use this phenomenal product or service you to put me on to at the pop-up shop, I ain't gotta hunt you down. I click the label, boom, go right to your profile, boom, I'm getting some more of what you got right there like that. Kingdom reciprocity at its finest means we identify our businesses. We understand what they provide. We strengthen their digital presence. We purchase from them. We refer from them. We review them. We mentor their owners. We help them employ young people. We encourage them to purchase from other businesses within the network. We transform isolated transactions into a circulating, like the fan, community economy. A dollar can't circulate through businesses that remain unidentified. A customer can't intentionally support one of our community businesses they can't find. An AI agent can't recommend a business it can't understand. And a community cannot strengthen businesses it don't know exist. I apologize if I gone over time. I began as a Baptist preacher. Y'all excuse the fact that my words don't have to be ever flowing in order to be everlasting. And I grew up in the basement of the Black Baptist Church. So I feel the spirit of mama and them telling me to take my time and get it right. I think I just heard Daddy King in the spirit say, make it plain, boy, make it plain. Listen, y'all, Black Business Month. I would say in my closing, but y'all know when the black preacher started saying in my closing, he ain't really closing. So in my closing, Black Business Month, we got to build businesses, y'all. This year, Black Business Month got to be more than just a celebration. It's got to be a statewide, citywide business building mobilization. During Black Business Month, we got to identify our businesses. We got to register our businesses. We got